guys, I never get to spin the wheel. We're giving away a truck, so I'm gonna give her a rip here. Quick merch plug, lsnasty.com. Whatever this lands on, multiplier for today. We're giving away an F450. It can be yours. First link in the description below. Bunch of badass merchandise. You can be part of the 2-footer gang. This thing right here, what's it gonna be? What merch are you guys gonna buy with what multiplier? Oh! Hey, Mason, I ain't as good as you, but Bo, 10 times. 10 times entries, lsnasty.com. Go and pick up the absolute unit. The thing is sick, and it can be yours. All right, y'all, I got to keep it quick and easy with the merch plugs. I actually took like 3 weeks off of doing merch plugs, so I thought it'd be okay to do a merch plug in the last video, and then someone attacked me. I felt like I got beat down in the comment section. They're like, oh, God, the video starts at so-and-so minutes, or they're like, oh, my God, a 5-minute merch plug. I thought that I earned it. I thought that, you know, after doing daily uploads, free content for damn, I don't know, 3 years, that like maybe I could talk about my own shit for 5 minutes, but no. I gotta listen to whatever. I'm gonna pull the comment up and put it on the screen here, because that, you know, that really grinded my gears. And not so much that he's hating, but, you know, people make your own damn YouTube videos, then you can talk about your own merch plugs. That's my advice. So someone said to me, they're like, hey, if you want to make better videos, you do them yourself. Well, hey, if you don't like my videos, you guys have the opportunity to go and do them yourselves. Also, some people commented and they're like, man, what a terrible downgrade to go from the Colorado race truck to this. Well, this is not a replacement for the Colorado. This is just a cool shop truck, because we don't have a shop truck. Well, I guess we do have a shop truck, but now it's got a plow on the front of it. No one wants to drive that around. So this is our shop truck. So it's like, what a downgrade. This is not a downgrade by any means. This is a completely separate project that we already had. We already used it as a shop truck, and it will continue its life as a great shop truck here at LS Nasty. I feel like when we go to a shop to pick something up, like we go to TCAM to pick up motors, we go over to Brown & Miller, we need to show up something that's like got some style, that represents us well. And nothing better than a turbo LS swapped Colorado to do that. What do you think, Mason?
I love it.
Yeah?
Street truck.
What do you have to say to all the people, you know, like, oh, this isn't the real Colorado?
Listen, this, to me, this is the real Colorado, because when I first got here, the other Colorado wasn't here.
This is the only Colorado you know.
This is, yeah, and the other Colorado, when it was here, is here for a short time when I was here.
Mm-hmm.
And all I heard was this about the Colorado, that about the Colorado. Honestly, the other Colorado sounded like a giant pain in the ass.
I mean, it's a race car, which are all race cars are pain in the ass.
Pain in the ass.
Yes.
Now, John is getting to experience some real street car stuff.
Oh, this is Mason's forte right here. MJS street cars.
This is the bread and butter. Put an LS in something it doesn't belong in.
Yes.
Put a turbo on it.
Yes.
Put AC in it.
I generally don't do that.
Drive it every day.
I generally don't do that either,
Right.
but we're doing it on this one. This one here, I mean, the interior is mint. It's a five-speed truck. We got the whole FabBot Fab kit on this. It's gonna be on Holley Terminator. So we are in a proper position with this turbo placement where we can actually do some beneficial things, right? Like we can build the rest of the turbo kit. Not gonna run into any issues. We have to finish the hot side, and then we're gonna put a wastegate over there. So that's our goal for tonight. Goal for tonight is completely wrapped up on the hot side. Then we can talk about doing the exhaust another day, and then we'll get the intake with the injectors in there. And we can't really do the cold side until we get our radiator installed, which I don't think the radiator is set up to be installed yet. I think we've test fitted it. Is it? Is it?
Yeah.
Is it bolt in? We gotta make tabs.
I think we need some upper tabs.
Yeah,
I
some
think
up.
I think it was zip tied in.
Yeah, upper tabs. So we gotta still have AC compressor, or sorry, AC condenser, radiator, and fans before we can finish out the cold side. So we can't do that. But if we can get the hot side all wrapped up, we already talked about our wastegate placement, which is going to be like just a straight up China boy here. A VS Racing 44mm wastegate. I know what everyone says. Oh, that's not enough wastegate. Oh, you need to have two because it's a divided housing. No. Listen, it'll be fine because we're not going to run a little baby boost. We're going to put some boost through this thing. So a little boost creep never hurt anyone. And we're going to stick this guy like right there.
It's basically boost by gear.
Yeah, seriously. The longer you lay in it, the more boost you're going to have. And we're just going to send it. So,
reality is something low horsepower like this, like all of your on-3 kits and stuff like that come for trucks that use a similarly sized turbo, same engine, stuff like that. That's what they use.
Didn't that have literally same wastegate, same everything on that?
Yeah, that Lieutenant Dan kills it with the same setup.
And that turbo, that exact turbo.
Yeah, literally we
with this
turbo
wastegate.
Off of Lieutenant Dan.
Have any boost creep issues?
I mean, it crept, but it wasn't bad.
But when we say boost creep, like boost creep doesn't really bother us that much because if you're running a lot of boost, it won't boost creep. When you're trying to regulate like 3 or 4 pounds of boost, which is like you're wasting your time, in my book, you're wasting your time, you might have some boost creep issues. Like if it creeps up 4 pounds, that's a lot. But when you're running 25 pounds of boost, when it creeps up like 2 or 3 pounds, like, oh well, so what?
Yeah, especially in something like this where 2 or 3 pounds is not going to be very much horsepower at all. I mean, like something like the Black Sheep, you turn it up 2 or 3 pounds, it's a lot of horsepower.
Yeah, it's getting after it. So our goal here is we got like kind of a challenging angle right here because this is kind of pointed straight down and this is kind of pointed a little bit up. So we are going to have to really focus and get a nice piece in there, tack it up, and then weld it out. So this manifold, the flange, and then down to this V-band will be all one piece. And then you got that manifold to a V-band and then the crossover. So no, the crossover is not level, but if you park the truck on a hill, it is.
And we're going to be parking this thing in plenty of ditches.
Hey, tell them about our saying.
Hey, don't get it right, just get it done.
That's it right
there.
That's
what we've ran with for the past 2 days, and we have gotten more stuff done in the last 2 days than we have the last like 2 months. So.
I love it, because we're getting it done. We're getting it done, 100%. So, all right, well, yeah, I guess it's time to start fabbing. I don't know camera angle-wise where we're going to set everything up, but the goal will be, I guess we'll build the crossover complete first, make sure that's 100% done and welded out before we put the wastegate flange on. This piece comes out with 2 V-bands, so it should be easy once we get it all done. So we're going to set the camera down, get a time-lapse rolling, and we're going to build them. All right, we got it. It's not a straight piece, but it's not a curved piece. It just kind of has notches at each end to get it right, but get it tacked up on the car, weld it out, and then we should be good to go. So overall, I mean, turbo kit wise, we're looking pretty good there. It's got like just a hair of a little gap there. Once we tack it, I might touch it up with a grinder real quick, but I think we should be good to go. Alright guys, we've been having some issues with our Miller welder for some time. We got a Syncrowave 210 there. We can no longer weld AC with it, and then every once in a while when you're welding DC, it'll just turn into like a flamethrower, and it got Mason when we were attacking.
Yeah, my thumb.
It just like starts throwing slag everywhere and just blows holes and everything on like no amps. So we ended up taking it to the welding store, and they had their like technician come by. They're like Miller Tech, and he like welded with it once. He's like, yep, no issues. Still had issues. Brought it back, welded with it twice, and he's like, oh yeah, it needed an update. Literally didn't change the thing. So we're gonna be switching welders. You know, as I read online, they have a bunch of issues with the boards. This has already had the board changed out in it once because it quit welding. So my advice to you guys out there, Matt brought a Everlast welder, which was light years better than this. So I got this set up to go and get fixed, and then I'm going to sell it. So I'm just going to be done with that one. But we got everything all welded up, and as you can tell, it's just like it welds terribly. All of the welds are just like black for literally no reason. Well, you can weld it hot, you can weld it cold, no color on them, and they're like very flaky. You'd think there's like a gas issue, but there's not. We've gone through it. Like, we've gone through all the consumables a number of times. And you can see, like, we welded this out with it, where it was welding fine, and then something happened and the welder is just not working correctly. So, Mason's going to be our test dummy for, pretend you're a turbo and hang off that thing, because we're going unsupported. Unsupported, no turbo mount, no, like, drain mount or anything. The turbo is going to hang off the flange.
Where do I put my Pringles?
You got to figure that out. You trying to get a Pringle sponsorship? Do not stand on it. Do not
I'm standing on it.
Do not. Dude, it can't. No. All right, just gently put a little bit of weight on it. Don't put all of your weight on it. All right, like a ballerina, 1 foot high up in the air.
There's no way.
Come on, real quick.
Dude, it's a peak.
Real quick. You can do it. I'd say that's structural. What do you think?
I say no.
That's pretty good. So we got that on there, and the V-band, like the fitment. How good's the fitment?
Listen, honestly, we're gonna take the V-band off and leave it off for weight reduction because it seals up fine. It's clamped here that way, but
yeah, no, it
doesn't even need a V-band.
It's literally perfect. So I couldn't be happier with it. And that was like what, like 45 minutes?
Yeah, probably 45 minutes.
We got it all welded out there. So now I guess gonna start on the wastegate. So the wastegate's a little bit more challenging. I don't have any saddles for the wastegates, but I do have some like stainless bros, super like tight radius 45s. This is actually 2 1/4 inch. So it doesn't sit in the inside diameter, but is the outside diameter. So I'm going to weld this up really quick, and then what we'll do is we will just shape it to the tube, which really should be a piece of cake, and then that's where it's going to sit. So this is going to be relatively easy. Just weld this out, burn it in, and let her rip, get it on there. The main reason we're putting it down there, it's just out of the way. We're running the big VS Racing wastegates. They take up a bunch of room. Super cheap. They work most of the time. A decent amount of the time they work.
No, you take it apart before you use it and make sure the diaphragm's not like squished in there.
Yeah.
Other than that.
Yeah, so we're going to stick it down there and just run one. I think we should be good to go. But overall, I mean, listen, the fitment on this thing is good. Are we going to get this thing like, I think we should get it coated or like header wrapped. I hate header wrap, but we should something to just reduce engine bay temps.
You can. I don't think you have to.
No.
But
it would make that manifold look and this manifold look a whole lot nicer.
It would.
Or send them to DCF and have them polish it. Polish a cast manifold. New levels.
You might not have friends there anymore.
No, that'd be gone really quick. So this is how it's gonna sit. We weld it out like that, and then it's gonna kind of be sitting right there, just like that. So I'm gonna get this sucker welded out here, and hopefully it welds a little bit better on this, but I don't have high hopes at all.
It's so hot.
God, that sounds awful.
That is ear rape.
Don't look at that side.
Oh, we're looking at it.
Oh, we got more grinding
Quit
left.
covering it up.
No.
You can't lie to the people.
We got more grinding to do, guys. There's our hole, though. So, fun fact, I learned this the hard way. When you cut out your wastegate, cut on the inside, not the outside. Because when you cut on the outside, you could stick the whole thing in there, and you can't weld to it. We got some more grinding to do.
A little bit.
Just in the centers. The sides are pretty good. We got it shaped out like pretty good there. So we'll let's cut this out. You're better with a grinder than I am. I feel like this is a you job.
Oh.
Where's the damn mask? The grinder mask.
Oh.
You already have a cutoff wheel out here. Just absolutely blasting his knuckles with it. Yeah, no, I think that's perfect. You need like, boom. Well, dude, that wasn't. I know it's not how you would have done, but hey, it worked pretty damn good.
You know, really, whoever came up with a high-speed carbide bit, they deserve a gold star.
No, for real. Like, how nice does that look? Where's our
solid.
flange at? I don't even know.
How about,
right
can we use this one?
Where's the line? Oh, the line is still on there. Whew, a little big in some areas. Hey, but hey, it fits better now.
Hey, you marked it. I cut it.
I even marked where I told you to cut. I ain't gonna lie. A little oblong.
You know what? You know who need to get in here?
Hmm.
Mr. Nasty Gaps himself.
Yeah, I need to get Nasty Gaps in here for sure. I'm about to weld this sucker out right now.
You don't need to like angle find this or anything crazy like that. That's crazy, huh?
About to tack her up.
Don't get it right, get it done.
Oh, she welds like a dream too. She can weld her cheeks.
Well, You are welding over a paint also. That probably is not helping your case.
No, there wasn't any on that side. Now this side here is probably not going to be pretty.
Will the water pick this up? Or the camera pick up the... No.
Oh god dang! I got my tack in before I dipped my tungsten. I got my tack in though, so we're good. All right, test fit.
Let's send that dingle ball and that tungsten there.
Oh dude. I mean, what more do you need to see? What more do you need to see?
And it's meant.
Late night fab work, getting it knocked out again. Look at this. Would you just look at it? Would you look at it? That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. What do you have to say?
Pretty solid.
What do we do tonight?
Got it done.
We got it done. And hey, it's right. It'll work.
It's right. It's all functional.
If this thing has boost creep, it's gonna live with it.
Yeah, it'll be fun. You know, like it's a stick truck, so you know.
By the time boost is coming in, you're already getting out of it.
Yeah, and look at the tires on the back.
Yeah, let's be honest here.
Let's be for real. Like, reality is, if you're getting into boost at about 6-7 pounds, that'll probably start shredding the tires in any gear at any mile per hour. So it doesn't really even matter.
I'm happy with it. The wastegate, we got wastegate priority. The other one has none. Just it'll even out. Yeah. So I guess now ready for the turbo to get put on, the exhaust to be run, and then we put all the accessory stuff in front of the motor in there. Radiator, AC condenser, it's already got the compressor on there, alternator, power steering, all that stuff. Bolt everything up, run the cold side, and as far as like the fab, it's literally just wiring. We already got the fuel system done and everything like that. So we are on like the serious home stretch on this guy, which is nice. So no, it's not no race Colorado, but it's going to be a good shop truck that we're going to be able to go out there and roll race king of the world. TTM. What do you have to say about that?
Roll race king of the world.
I'll start going to car meets with this thing.
Hey, there's a pretty badass, I heard, C7 Corvette that sits over somewhere that would probably love to roll race this thing.
Talk to me. It'd be a shame to get outrun by this thing, wouldn't it? It'd be a shame. This is like version 6.0 of the Ranger I used to have.
I'm just saying, C7 vet, blower, bad car.
Yeah, no, not worried about it. Come talk to me. You guys know, I'm already taking applications if you want to roll race with this guy here. Stock bottom end, little shop truck. If you guys want to get your ass spanked, talk to me. So that's going to wrap today's video. Go to ellisnasty.com. You can get entered to win our F450 we're giving away. Got a bunch of brand new badass merchandise up there. Get your orders in before the holiday season passes if you want to give them as gifts, everything like that. ellisnasty.com, first link in the description below. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload.